All right. Hello, everyone. I was Ginny. I'm sorry I didn't get that link to your DM, but I had a coaching around 3 o'clock that went way over time limit.
That's okay. Hey, Chloe.
I look hungover as shit because I probably am at this point.
Oh, okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Open Chat. And it's been interesting, especially since last night and all the salty bitches on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Is this what they call his comeback? No, the movie
Yes.
he's currently filming is his comeback, people.
No,
That
he
was
just
just,
wanted to be a little. He just wanted a little bit of revenge on the fucks that were trying to cancel him.
just rub a little salt in the wound. I approve. I
Yeah.
approve. I aspire to that level of petty. No, I'm not saying you all know where I was going with that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's say hi to the people in the chat. Elizabeth Me looks like she said hi and bye. She had to get to bed.
Okay.
This
And
is my
hi.
weekend for 2 days. Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
All right, so other than watching the herd stands collectively lose their shit and then try to downplay it,
Oh, Whitney went after it too.
yeah, considering she should probably keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, because she perjured herself in 2 countries.
I mean, that's a hell of a thing. You have someone feeling sorry for you and actually getting in Herd's way ad, taking your place, and how you repay this kindness is to stab them in the back.
Yeah, in 2 different countries, and then you get Heard pulling perjury in 3 different countries. So, huh?
I'm sorry, but if I had a chance to get a real shot at the bastard that did the shit to me at my childhood, I would have taken full advantage. I don't care who's holding the money strings. I'd be like, all right, I'm going to get up there and tell the little few truths. But no, not Wit. I'm sorry. I will never believe her. I will never pick a freaking agenda over facts. Yes, that even goes for whether it's step stands or who the hell they are. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, trust me, I had to go looking into something crazy this weekend. So I saw something pop up that was really weird because I tried blocking these clowns, right?
God, what happened?
And I see Depp supporters following this clown.
Oh, you're talking Miss Swedish Fish? Holy sh!
No, someone else.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the idea, I guess, was trying to catch a few predators preying on people, but that's just why does that require a conference call? Police your own communities. That should go without saying. We don't need to call Miss Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, and these Depp supporters were calling this AA stand being satire. But then I looked at what she is following, and it's not satire. She's following all the AA supporters. So I'm like, are you guys stupid?
I don't know, and
Because, like, you always look at who they're following to figure out what the heck is going on.
I know it's an agenda when they only seem to loudly support certain celebrities. Anytime I call them out, I mention things like Agape Boarding School or Circle, which was a girls' boarding school. They're supposed to believe all women, right? Entire boarding school full of girls being sexually assaulted and beaten. This is out in my area.
Yeah, like, here, let me see if I can find it and show it to you.
Because I can tell you, I live out here.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll
Also,
find
for
it,
those
but
who
we'll
are
see.
wondering, Miss Chloe's fine. She just looks like she's hungover because she probably is at this point.
How much did you have to drink?
I don't remember.
Oh, one of those kind of nights.
The thing
Got-
was, it was a Saturday night. Okay, I was like, I don't have shit to do the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All you need to know is that it was Saturday and she's now in her 20s.
I am now in my 20s, and it's Monday, and I'm still hungover.
I've had those.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, I found it. Okay, you're gonna find it so weird. Okay.
Okay, let's look at this.
Like, holy shit. Like, are people in our community being stupid now? Because I got questions.
I've unfollowed so many just because they're attacking her,
Right.
yes, but that doesn't mean you get to use ableist slurs. There's people who have disabilities on Dep's side that read that shit.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just go into. Let's see these tweets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Love this girl, Eve. So that's an Eve Barlow tweet. I blocked Eve Barlow.
Oh, I blocked her a long time ago. As soon as she started
same.
doing her everything is anti-Semitic. Like, my stepmother calls herself the original angry New York Jew. Try me.
And then I go into her who's following this person.
Mm-hmm.
All these Depp supporters. Then
Yeah.
I go into following people I blocked.
Oh. God. Yep, I see it.
Like,
Hi, Blue.
are these stands stupid?
Hi,
I
Carrie.
got questions.
Hi, HP. Yeah,
Hi,
I know.
Carrie. Hi,
And on-
Blue. Hi, HP.
I cement shoes. And on top of that, I've been having, since I started covering Agape boarding school, I've been having survivors start reaching out in the comments section.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up here, but I took a screenshot of it. Let's see if I can get it up here. I'm still watching everybody. Hi, Keely. Good to see you. My gosh, some of you guys I haven't seen in a good long while. And by the way,
Keely. Hi, my shoe start.
by the way, to all those on here, my auntie friends, as well as you guys on here, I'm sorry, but seeing one of my neurodiverse get on there and just take the piss out of these neurotypical bastards gave me addictive joy.
Right?
I'm sorry, but no, I'm not going to let that stupid white neurotypical privileged, I guess I have to call her a woman.
Wait, we're supposed to call her a woman? I thought we were just allowed to call her a thing.
But that would be an insult to my non-binary friends, and she doesn't belong in the same caliber of people.
But we're not calling her a person at all. We're just calling her a thing. Or an it.
Okay. I got a screenshot. Not sure how to bring it up. Oh, here we go.
I might not be on for too much longer because I am really hanging out with my ass.
Okay. I hope you're okay.
Honestly, I am fine. I'm just trying to recover from it.
Yeah.
Because I mix my medication with alcohol. Don't do that, guys. We learnt that from experience now.
All
yeah,
right.
I'm not going to talk about my experiences doing that.
All right, Jim, and good to see you. I think I Not how
Sorry
to
about
do
that.
it.
I had a little emergency I had to take care of.
Oh, it's fine. It happens. Okay, so this person, I kind of blocked out their name just in case they wanted to remain anonymous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me pull back up here. And I'll read it out to you because I'm not really good with the Zoom button. The Zoom button and I aren't friends.
Yeah, that's bad.
There, now it's pulling up. I don't know if you can see it or not. But I wanted to read this to you guys. This is about a survivor of the Agape boarding school out here in Stockton, Missouri, because I don't care to name and shame.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got home. I was supposed to be at Agape for a year, but my mom took me home on my 4th month after seeing what it's like. The place doesn't help you at all. If anything, it makes me feel worse about myself and my life. All the staff are angry all the time and take everything out on us. There was a kid named AJ, and you could tell he has special needs. Well, one day, Brother Brian was telling him to do push-ups before he could eat, and AJ is heavier than a lot of people, so he had trouble. He couldn't finish his push-ups, so Brother Brian and staff dragged him to the door by Brother Brian and Brother Wilkes' table, and we all continued to get breakfast. When I sit down for my food, Brother Brian is just instigating AJ and talking down to him, so AJ threw a napkin at Brother Brian. So Brother Brian tackled AJ through a mag lock door, and AJ hit his head on the step. They then restrained him for an hour. AJ was screaming, "Get your elbow out of my head, I can't breathe," over and over again. I couldn't even eat anymore. All the staff were either restraining AJ or blocking the door so nobody could see it. I have so many more stories. This place messed me up worse than I was. They lied to my family and separated us. They don't care about you, they just want the $3,800 a month.
$3,800 a
That's
month.
fucked up.
That is bullshit.
I just wanted to share that because that was somebody that, you know, came out to me and wanted to give us a bird's eye view of some of the stuff that they do in there.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I don't understand with all this stuff going on, how did these people not get attacked on the street or something? The staff members.
Because all the media cares about are fake victims like AH. For real victims, like the girls at Circle of Hope or like the boys at the Agape Boarding School Center, they can't be asked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but they're willing to vilify one of us, though, like Depp, and totally make him into something that he's not. But for real victims suffering through real shit, they can't be found.
Of course not.
But they care for victims, right?
That just infuriates me. That they're getting away with all this crap.
It should. This is the sort of shit, I've said it on one of my videos because I just kept getting angry. This is what should be on the news every single day. Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Places like JRC, like Agape, like Torben World. But no, we want to talk about quote-unquote misogyny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand these people.
Well, the problem is all these news outlets are owned by rich people that have their own agenda.
It's, yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't noticed, a lot of the people they have on the news, all of the people are contributors to the news station.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. A Fox News contributor, blah 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 blah, and the next day, Bob, the contributor, blah 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 blah. They're all contributors. So that's who they
Well,
care about.
I know Tobin World closed about 2019. Now, if we can get JRC closed, Agape closed, all these places need to be closed down or burned to the ground. And the people who are participating in the torture of these kids need to in a jail cell. And that's just the least of what they deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, HP, we went over it a little bit.
Man.
I didn't get to see it because I work all the time. And when I'm not working, I'm sleeping or I'm watching filmy to calm myself down.
I can share the video that Johnny shared.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right, give me a second.
I might disappear because I am way too tired.
It's okay, hon. If you need to go get some sleep.
I might go and hydrate, and I might go and be on my phone and watch you lot in my bed.
That's fine. Get
All right.
some rest.
I'll go and be the one of the mods in the chat.
All right. Bye, Chloe.
Be a
Bye.
troll.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so here's the
I got it. We might have to restart it, actually. Hang on. Give me a second. Are you sharing it?
Oh, crap, right. Yeah, I'm sharing it. Just making
Alright.
sure I'm not, like, my brain.
I just want you guys to know that I'm available for birthdays,
Can you hear
bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, weddings, wakes, any old thing you need.
You heard that?
I did.
What?
Oh,
Where he said anything you need or any old thing you need?
Weddings, bar mitzvahs, everything.
hey, everyone,
Wow.
the bear's here. Hey, PB. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. And then there's me sitting there. I need another documentary man. If we're putting in requests,
Right?
if we're putting in requests, he has a gift for documentaries, and yeah, that would be good. That works for me.
Yeah, I would like to see a documentary. If any of them will come over to anything where I am. Fuck!
Like me seeing them actually in concert as Hollywood vampires, that would require a raise that I don't see in my future. And I don't see them coming to Springfield after how they treated Manson here. I'm still salty. I am still extremely salty.
I am salty about the whole entire situation with Manson. Like, what the fuck?
I heard that the Britney audio went out, but it got deleted quickly.
What audio?
Apparently there was an audio went out that she was just kind of telling a little bit of her story, and it was like there, and then apparently it was gone, and I didn't catch it because I was on the phone.
Oh, I didn't see that. Huh.
I saw it around, kind of on breaks and in between calls.
Let me see.
Apparently it's available on Popcorn Planet.
Hmm.
Blue, they have been
I actually stopped following him. I actually stopped following Popcorn Planet.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't watch him anymore. He's trash.
He got on my nerves, and I just said, "Screw it." He was making fun of
I found it. It's on
subject
YouTube.
He absolutely
It's on,
knew nothing about.
As far as Manson, they've been trying to cancel Kim since God. Like, him and Eminem and a lot of the people that most kids listened to back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. Didn't they try to cancel Eminem over a song he wrote like 15, 20 years ago?
Yep.
Again?
I was like, what?
No, before.
You're doing that now?
Yeah, they
Song's
tried
20
to
years
do
old.
it like in the 90s. They tried to do that shit.
Oh no, they tried to do it again in 2020 or 2021 or whatever.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah,
fact, he
2020,
responded to the original.
2022. Actually, the Eminem thing was only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, they tried to do it in 2022, and I was like, "What?
Wasn't that the same song they did in 1999?
Yeah.
And as a response, he actually went up there with Elton John and did the song, and Elton got them both sunglasses that said "fuck" and "you."
Yeah.
Because I remember that. I watched that.
Yeah. So did I, and I was like, what the frick? Why are they talking about that now? Jeez,
I don't know, because people are stupid.
20 years ago.
Because people in this generation, they don't have jobs. They don't really encourage teenagers to work anymore. They've got too much time on their hands, and they're waiting for something to, I don't know, be upset about.
Right.
Like they don't have enough problems in their own real life to focus on their own shit.
Yeah, HB, he did help trying to get sober. I found the Britney audio if you want to hear that.
I would.
It's 9 minutes long.
That's okay. That's what we're here for.
Yep.
All right.
That's
Share screen. From this so you can hear it.
All right, so folks, this is from Brittany's own mouth.
Okay. Ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, so I woke up this morning and I realized that there's a lot going on in my head that I haven't really shared with anyone really. And I've had tons of opportunities, Oprah interviews, to go on a platform and share hardships and or just really anything that's going on in my mind. And I really don't think any of that is relevant to getting paid to tell your story. I feel like it's kind of silly. So I'm here honestly just to open myself to others and try to shed a light on if anyone out there has ever gone through hardships or whatever it is, just to put a light on it. And so that person doesn't feel alone, because I really know what that feels like. I haven't honestly shared this openly too as well, because I've always been scared of the judgment and definitely the embarrassment of the whole thing, period, and the skepticism and the cynical people of what and their opinions of what people would actually think. I do think I'm in a place now where I'm a little bit more confident that I can be willing to share openly my thoughts and what I've been through, because I haven't really had that outlet to share completely openly for so long, just scared of judgments, thoughts of other people and what they think or what they may say. And I think it's crucial for my heart and my head to be able to speak openly about it as if anyone else would. Well, the actual conservatorship actually started, I think, 15 to 16 years ago. I was 25 when it started. I was extremely young. I remember a lot of my friends texting me and calling me, and we were extremely close, and they wanted to see me, but by what had happened, honestly, still to this day, don't know what really I did, but the punishment of my father, I wasn't able to, see anyone or like anything. And you have to imagine none of it made sense to me. I literally spoke in a British accent to a doctor to prescribe my medication. And 3 days later, there was a swap team in my home, 3 helicopters. And I remember my mom's best friend and my 2 girlfriends. We had a sleepover the night before. They held me down on a gurner. And again, none of it made sense. Literally, the extent of my madness was playing chess with, when it was playing chase with paparazzi, which is still to this day one of the most fun things I ever did about being famous. So I don't know what was so harmful about that. But I remember my mom was sitting on the couch and she said, "We've heard people are coming here today to talk to you. We should probably go, to a hotel or something." And I never really understood what she meant. I didn't believe her, like, as a lawyer coming here. Then 4 hours later, there were over 200 paparazzi outside my house videotaping me through a window of an ambulance, holding me down on a gurner. I know now it was all premeditated. A woman introduced the idea to my dad, and my mom actually helped him follow through and made it all happen. It was all basically set up. There was no drugs in my system, no alcohol, nothing. It was pure abuse. And I haven't even really shared even half of it. I think the main thing I do remember when I was started was my dad's control. He loved to control everything I did. I remember the first day he said, "I'm Britney Spears and I'm calling the shots." And I'm like, alrighty then. My brother was a football player. My dad was really, really hard on him when he was younger. Really abusive. And I think when my mom gave him the idea for the conservatorship and his friend, I think he just really regrouped it and made such a really, really overhauling big deal out of it. And it was just really too much. I remember him always being in the office and my girlfriend was his assistant and they would just stay in there all day with the door shut. And I was never ever able to leave or go anywhere. My first job after the 2 weeks of being hospitalized and completely traumatized out of my mind, I did a TV show called How I Met Your Mother. And then I started working on an album called Circus and started working away right away. All I do remember is I had to do what I was told. I was told I was fat every day. I had to go to the gym. I had to just... And I never remember feeling so demoralized and just, they made me feel like nothing. And I went along with it because I was scared. I was scared and fearful. I didn't even really do anything. And I had like a swap team and how, like, none of it made sense to me. Since that day, I did probably 4.5 tours. I did an album, Circus, Femme Fatale, Britney Jean, and Glory. And then I started doing a Vegas show in Las Vegas. And I did that for 4.5 years. I do remember working and I got to a point where, because my pride in my 30s, I have to live under my father's rules. And, the dancers are playing and drinking and having fun at nights in Vegas. And I couldn't do anything. And I remember just being like, my performances, I know, were horrible. Like, I even wore wigs and all the dancers were doing all these nice, sexy head flip turns, and I had conditioner treatment in my hair and like these little caps over my head, and just during a whole show getting conditioner treatments just with wigs on because I was just like a robot. Honestly, I didn't give a fuck anymore because I couldn't go where I wanted to go. I couldn't have the nannies that I wanted to have. I couldn't have cash. And it was just demoralizing. So I was kind of like in this conspiracy thing of people claiming and like treating me like a superstar, but yet they treated me like nothing. Well, for some reason, I started to get a spark back. I remember recording Glory, and for some reason, I think producing and making music, and I went to this little Spanish house, and I got the fire back in my eyes for some reason, and it was at the end of recording Glory, and my son named it, and things started kind of taking a turn because I started getting more confidence just for myself. And I think with confidence, people kind of like, oh, wait, what's going on now? Like, she's speaking up a little bit more, but it might not be particularly a good thing if I'd been quiet for 15 years. I think with confidence comes enlightenment, which makes you think better And that's the last thing they wanted me to do, is to actually be better, because then who would be in control then? But it was really tricky because I had to just play this role that everything was okay all the time. And I had to go along with it because I knew they could hurt me. So I'm sitting here, like, my friends all drinking alcohol and having fun in these parties, and had no cash. I literally felt like a nun. My girlfriends from home came to visit me in a spa, and I couldn't even walk into the spa. And they had their feet doing pedicures in the water, and the 3 ices of bottles of champagnes before my show just sitting there. And I wasn't even acknowledged by them, my own hometown friends, when they would come to Vegas. And it was just, it was demoralizing, I will say. You also have to understand, it's like, 15 years of touring and doing shows, and I'm 30 years old under my dad's rules. And all of this is going on, and my mom's witnessing this, and my brother is witnessing, and my friends are witnessing it, and they all go along with it. And I'm like, how am I the one working here and doing all this, but I don't get the side things that, the good stuff, I want to be able to play. I want to be able to have fun. Like, none of it made sense to me. Well, the last show in Vegas ended 2017. I went on tour, which of tour I was forced to do, but I was supposed to do a new show. So the new show came along. I rehearsed, I think, maybe 4 days ago. I don't really remember, but I went to one of the rehearsals and I said no to a dance move. I was like, no, can we do that? I don't want to do this. And then I just remember everything got really weird and quiet, and all the directors and producers went in the back room and just spoke. And that was it. And I was like, well, I don't know what's going on. So we all just kind of like, what happened? And then the next day, I was told that I had to be sent away to a facility, and that I was supposed to say on my Instagram the reason why is because my dad is sick and I need treatment, which was, I didn't want to ever go there. I remember my dad calling me on the phone, and I was crying, and I was like, why are you guys doing this? Like, what? And I just remember him saying, you have to listen to the doctors. The doctors are going to tell you what to do. I can't help you now. And I remember his last words were,
Okay.
HP, it is. It's messed up.
It really, really is. And I'm sorry I had to go away like that, folks. Who's surprised? I start doing videos on Baptist Agape boarding school, and who shows up at my door?
About this.
We have a few spiritual questions. I'm sitting there openly. This is why I have these types of necklaces, wearing a Catholic medallion. Like,
Yeah.
shouldn't this say everything? Usually you all tuck tail and run.
HP, it should be Jamie and Jamie Lynn Spears as well.
All of them.
Yeah. And Lynn. Her mother is the one that really got this ball rolling.
So
See,
even the sister was in on all this.
Yeah,
crap too?
there's a signed court document of it.
Oh my god.
I know.
Let me see if I can still find it. Hang on.
That I'm glad she got her life back, though. I'm glad she got her life back.
Same.
Here's the thing, Blue. I'm well known for my very anti-Baptist views. And I didn't have these issues or weird people coming up to my door until I started covering Agape boarding school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I don't see it as a
so
coincidence.
someone's watching your streams.
Well, I don't care.
Someone's ghosting your streams because I don't think they're talking in your chat. So they're watching you.
Well, maybe they should learn
creepy.
to stop abusing, torturing, and starving disabled people and people with mental health issues.
Yeah.
Because
I
there's
agree
no
on that.
shutting
I
me up.
100% agree. And you know what they say about karma. Karma's a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And so am I.
Hey, man,
But let's
I
get
hope
back
that
to Brittany since we were so rudely interrupted.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking for the court document that Jamie Lynn signed, taking money from Brittany.
Oh, they all had a hand in it. And the fact that she went to conservatorship.
Well, she was
That-
forced in it.
When you look at your daughter and your idea is to rip away her full autonomy as a grown-ass human being, I'm sorry, but there's one word for you and it's trash.
Well, the other problem is that Jamie Lynn is going out there saying, "No, I didn't do anything to Brittany. I didn't take any of her money."
bullshit.
But yet, there's a court document proving that she did.
I was going to
Bullshit.
say, we got the receipts. Hell, the disabled people who've been following this, we've had the receipts for a good long while.
I'm just trying to find that.
Exactly.
So,
That's what I want to cover so much. The JRC uses conservatorships, and they're not always through the parents. They will rip power away and do parental alienation with both the mothers and the fathers and give them to complete control over to a third party controlled by the courts that are controlled by the JRC. And nobody's covering that. Parents with their rights ripped away.
all the JRC is a Nazi control camp.
And Agape School is not much better. They just use a different coloring for it, but it's all the same thing.
Yeah, just a bunch of Nazi torture camp.
I found the court document and I just pulled it up.
Oh, and here's our receipts. Hey, Seven Tails, good to see you.
Hey, Seven Tails. What's doing, buddy?
Yep, Jamie Lynn Spears. And they're all freaking scattering like freaking cockroaches when the lights turned on.
Like,
So the
We have
whole
the proof,
family's
Jamie Lynn.
alienated now. Jesus.
And you see what I mean when I say it's all connected? Paris was one of the biggest people in Brittany's corner.
Yep.
And not only did she go through that at Provo Canyon, she's been fighting along with us and reaching out to our governor and our attorney general and reading them the riot act in regards to Agape.
Yep.
Working with us on this. It's all the same thing. It's literally all the same thing.
Yeah. And Jamie Spears, the father, wants to say that he never dated Lou Taylor.
Bullshit.
Oh,
I got proof that it happened.
Receipts are all around.
Right.
That's what people like this family, like JRC, like Agape, they don't realize. There's always receipts. Always.
Hang on. I forgot to keep it up there.
Okay, she's going to probably pull that up again here.
Yeah, sorry. There you go.
It's always heartbreaking to me. They're always coming after us, whether they perceive us to have a disability or not. Anytime you get that label slapped on you, you're a target. It's just a sad fact. And there's Lou Taylor and Jamie Spears. God.
Like, there's
don't
proof
feel-
everywhere, guys. Like, stop.
I'm a horrible person for saying it, but my God, I just want to like back away. Yeah.
Right?
God. He has creeper on him. He screams creeper.
He is a creeper.
No kidding.
See you later, HP. Thank you for coming on.
Bye, HP.
Bye bye, HP.
Like, honestly, I don't get it. Like, I really don't.
Thank you for coming by, Blue. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Like, what was the point of putting her into conservatorship? What was the point of doing all this to Johnny? Like, the truth always comes out, people. Like, stop.
Because they prey on us. Whether you actually have the disability or mental health issue or not, you get that label slapped on you, they come after you.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, and I've held this belief for a long time. I think that AH had a bug in her ear, and that had it not gone the way that it did, she would have tried to do the same thing to Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to Britney Spears. I think that 100%, because then her evidence starts making a little bit more sense, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The
Or
sleeping,
she was,
passed out.
or she was trying to be a Willow. Because remember, she tried to him a lot too. So
I just think about it that you have all these pictures of him sleeping and it proves nothing. But if you were going for a conservatorship,
You were
you want to
creepy.
show someone incapacitated. You want to show someone that looks out of control.
but nope.
I know way too much about conservator law because that was something, God, we've been fighting that shit like before even Britney was in it. And yeah. You have to show beyond a shadow of a doubt that they have no capacity in order to make decisions for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that means like her earlier evidence would start making a little bit more sense. And then how that evidence got slanted started changing when she panicked.
Yep.
And that's why it's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have no doubt. She wanted to be the grieving widow.
Yeah. Literally what I was saying.
Yeah.
Then there would be my ass who was around in the 90s sitting there saying, oh, I'm a cynical person. So immediately my might be like, who was new in his circle?
Her. And her posse.
I wouldn't have put it past AH to kill Johnny if she had the chance.
Or go for
Oh, she tried. She tried.
Or go for a conservatorship, because then, regardless of the will, she would have had full control.
Well, if you remember that one recording where you hear her laughing after saying no, not yet to him getting the medication that he needed when he was detoxing.
Yeah, that's what really pisses me off. The guy was trying.
Like he could have died while detoxing.
Business doing that. She has zero medical training. None. She had no business being there.
Yeah, and then when he needed that medication for his finger, guess where that medication went? Not to him.
She probably swallowed it all.
Yeah. She swallowed his detox medication. She swallowed his medication that he needed for his finger that she fuck.
She swallowed his detox meds?
Yes.
Don't those detox meds do weird things when
you
put alcohol or drugs in your system?
Yep.
So how did she not just start vomiting all over the damn place because she drinks 2 bottles a day?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Yeah, she would have been vomiting her brains out.
Yeah.
Because that's what that pill does.
No. Hang on. We're just assuming that she's not a regular drug addict, though, because normally no regular drug addict would not be able to handle that. But she uses coke daily. So.
Yeah, she was using coke
And
in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
She was doing coke in the courtroom.
Yeah. So the
Yeah,
detox meds wouldn't have affected her to
we
the
all
point
saw it.
where we normally would. Detox.
We all saw her take a sniff out of a tissue. She sucked in instead of blew out. She sucked it up her nose.
Yeah. Aspie, he was doing
Hello.
what was the drug, Tiffany, that he was doing that he was trying to detox from?
Those pills, they were high-level painkillers.
Yeah, he was trying to get off the
Probably
painkillers. So
oxycodone or something. Probably something like that.
Roxy. It was Roxycodone.
Roxycodone? Or-
Yeah. Not
I
Oxy.
was on
Roxy.
oxycodone.
No, he was on Roxy. Totally different.
Yeah. I was on oxycodone. That took me
I was
2
on
years to get off.
Oxy for
Hydromorphone.
5 years.
That took me 2 years to get off because my kidneys and liver suck. So
Yeah.
it took me 2 years to get off instead of 9 or a couple months. It took me 2 years.
I've been off hydrocodone now for 7 years.
I will
And
not touch oxycodone for anything.
What hydrocodone is an interesting one. No, hydromorphone. It's a mixture of
Morphine and
hydrocodone and morphine.
Yeah, hydrocodone and morphine. I was addicted to morphine and oxycodone.
So similar. My God, this uncontrollable full body shakes.
Mm-hmm. As we chat, there's been rumors where Age would shove coke up her vagina, so I don't think much would kill her at this point.
Well,
all I know is
membrane. So
if you're in a picture with Manson, and he's giving you that look.
Yeah, that he doesn't trust you.
Or that look to me said, "What the did I just see?"
Are you talking about the one where he's backstage and looking at her?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that was like to me. It looked like, what the am I actually even seeing here?
That look to me was like, I don't trust you, bitch.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah,
I don't blame him, not even a little bit.
Marilyn Manson to Marilyn Manson is completely normal compared to AH.
He's actually I would never insult him by calling him normal.
Well, compared to AH, he is normal.
I would call him a functioning member of society, whether society likes it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way his exes are treating him, they're being a gold digger like AH, and they're friends with AH too. So where did they get that idea from, huh?
Yeah, probably her.
Yeah.
Or she got it from Evan, one of the two.
No, because AH was planning this one since she was a child.
God. Like, yeah. I had people that I grew up admiring, right? Besides authors that are way dead. I grew up people that I grew up admiring.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather have a conversation with these people. I don't want to try to take over their lives and manipulate them and control them and tell them what to do and what not to do. And I'm sorry, but some of the deaf community is just as guilty. Some of the shit, well, he should do this. Who the hell are you? Sorry, that just gets my goat. It really does. he should do whatever the hell he wants to do. Manson should do whatever the hell he wants to do. We both should do whatever they need to keep healthy and keep alive and start bringing us more art. More art
Yeah.
for us poor broke bitches. We don't get a lot of good art in our lives, and they're one of the two. Both of them are one of the few good artists still putting out stuff right now. So
The problem is, though, they all just want to gold dig and abuse everything they got.
oh, they come out, and it's not just them. It happens to any of us. We are easy pickings because we're just not normal. And what does society like to do to us who are not normal? Dehumanize and vilify. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about a Manson or a 5-year-old autistic child. They still treat it the exact same way.
That same. Yes. Yep.
Every time. And
Yeah.
that is what gets me so angry.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, just like with any of my other peeps, if anyone were to tell you, Jenny, or you, Chairman, or my family, or any of us what to do, I'm the same for Manson. I'm the same for Johnny. Hell, I'm the same for Anthony Hopkins. I will jump down your throat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I was on oxycodone, and I would go in between my doses, and the withdrawal would kick in, my heart rate would go to 177 beats a minute.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and now my heart's permanently damaged because of it. So now I have to take what is it called? Fudge. Man, I forget the pill, but it's about the size of my pinky nail, and it keeps my heart down, keeps it down to a safe level.
I got you. As far as what Blue's saying here, I've always believed, and I'm getting more and more evidence for it as I go through these files, that normal is actually some romanticized idea that came directly out of the medical model.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't actually really exist anywhere in the real world. But if you're one of us, if you don't jump through all the hoops to meet it, even though none of our neurotypical peers do, then they get to dehumanize you. That's my idea of normal. It doesn't actually really exist anywhere, because what they hold up as the gold standard, these neurotypicals, they're just as batshit as the rest of us.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are holding up AH stance as the pinnacle of what society should be like, I don't know what to tell you, but make sure none of them become president with the nuke codes.
Right? Like, holy shit. Oh, wait. They already did that with Trump.
Yeah, I don't think he'd ever be on AH's side, though. See,
No,
there's
but he's just
real
pure
misogynism. That guy.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the name of the pill now. It's clonidine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's clonidine. It's a heart. It reduces high blood pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I got off of them, but God, I did the most stupid thing I could have possibly done. I went off it cold turkey. I probably could have died.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, your body goes into shock because your brain wants the drug.
I remember full body shakes and that every single inch of me was in pain. And all I could do...
Pain and sweating, and it feels like your stomach's empty. And
I did the very, very autistic thing of curling up into the ball and rocking back and forth.
Oh, boy.
Yep. No, I did that too. So
Okay, good. It's not
I
just
know
me.
exactly. I know exactly how you feel.
True, Seven Tails, but I consider everything that's going on in society right now, believe all women, let's not look at facts, you're guilty if you're accused, is complete chaos.
Yep.
Complete insanity.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no rational thing anymore. It's just
Like,
hey, let's cause chaos where chaos doesn't need to be.
even in the 90s, even if they would slant it a certain way, you would still at least hear the other side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
No, it's
even
like-
they don't even attempt that. They don't even pretend to do that anymore.
Because they don't care.
They just want their narrative to be spelled out and the truth to be darned.
Yep.
Oh, you want your truth out? Oh, fuck that. That's what it is.
And then there's channels like me, and they sit there, we care about women. I point out places like Circle of Hope, women, biracial women being tortured at the JRC while we speak. Nothing. Oh, but we're going to defend this one blonde celebrity, though, even though she's not really a real celebrity. I hate
A
to
vic- or a victim. Or a victim.
And these big celebrity fakes take over the narrative to the point that the voices of real victims get overshouted and unheard. It's where you want to sit down. Real victims need to be talking. They don't need someone to speak for them. They need you to shut up.
Yeah.
Or elevate their voices so they can get their stories out. It's not supposed to be about you.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Ugh. God, I've lectured on that too many times.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a total builder and outright discrimination when it comes to abuse. Provisions of services is beyond the joke for all. But especially if you got a disability. People don't freaking realize this. They really don't. But there's reasons why the numbers for people who've been through abuse and sexual and physical assault in the disability community is 1,000 times higher than that in a regular community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Don't
who are
care.
they going to believe? The normal pillar of society or the disabled person? All they have to say is that's what they say happened, but they don't really see reality how it is. Mm-hmm.
But yet we do. We see more reality than every other douchebag in this fucking world.
Yep.
You can't gaslight us into thinking that we don't see reality. Oh, we see reality. It's you that don't see reality because you have your head so far up your ass.
I find it real cute, Blue, when you have people saying, well, if you're against ableism, you should go and speak against the DEP supporters who are being ableist. I do. I actually do. I'm not very quiet about it. Everyone's seen me go on open chat. I will pull up a screenshot and I will rant.
I was there and I saw her go off and chat on people being ableist. Because I was going off on it and no one listened to me. And then she goes in and everyone listened to her. I was like, okay.
That being said, their queen and the things they say, I watch. They are just as ableist as their queen. When you sit there and you post a picture of a black man with a walker and you say stereotypes are fun. Yeah, but they never call her out on that. But they're all gonna try to tell me, well, you're supporting the wrong person. They do this, and this. Johnny's this and that and the other thing. Receipts.
You got none but articles that have been dishing on him for years? Okay, goodbye. Fuck you.
And I swear it's like their brain closes down. Like, but I'm like, I grew up in Gen X. We learned a long time ago you can't trust the media. I've said it 1,000 times. Woke culture used to be us, and it was about being anti-PC. It was anti-media. It was anti-trying to control everything and push a certain thing or another.
Now it's all media said this, media said that. We gotta believe the media. Well, go fuck yourselves.
But no, they took what we made and they turned it on its head.
They
and I'm
perverted
sorry.
it.
If you're following blindly and just regurgitating news headlines, you're asleep. I hate to be the one to tell you.
Yeah, like if you're not going out there and actually finding out research by yourself, like, hello, she admitted to doing all these things in recordings. Duh.
Oh, but he sent a text message that's burn her and all that. I'm like, you've never had a revenge fantasy in your life.
And they're recording a movie.
Like, seriously? You've never had a revenge fantasy against somebody who wronged you in your life. They're perfect little angels.
It wasn't even a revenge fantasy. They were just recording a movie. That's the thing.
I have.
Freaking people. I know I say it all the what happened to logic and reason?
Oh, that got thrown out the window a long time ago.
God. And I'm stuck in the Bible Belt. And of course, they don't want to listen to what actually happens to the kids out here. They don't even pretend to care. But the opposition does, because I got them, like tonight, knocking on my door.
Yeah.
God.
People are so stupid.
People like, you always say neurotypical so derisively. There's a reason. I got a long list.
The ones to blame for the shit.
Yep.
Either by perpetuating it or keeping silent.
Most of the time they're perpetuating it, but you know.
I mean, there's a few. We have some like my mom who will openly call people out on their shit. Of course, they're usually terrified, so it's just, it abuses the hell out of me. Like, go, Mom, get him. Get him.
Sounds like my mom.
Like, my mom's about to destroy you with logic. It's going to be great. Hold on, I need popcorn.
Yeah. Sounds like my mother before she had her car accident.
And oh my gosh, I know we've all seen the infighting about the olive branch, and I just like barely caught the tail end of it. I'm like sitting there like, today's my brother's 40th birthday.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like I've been waiting on this since like I was 10. Because, you know, the big 4-0 and all the pranks he pulled on me as a kid.
Yeah.
So instead of prepping something fun, there's in drama. And
there's always going to be that.
And I always say, as long as you don't act like you speak with me, if you want to throw an olive branch, fine, you do you. But never, ever say that you're the voice for the community. We are a community of individual voices, each who speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need anyone's voices. We want our own. Gosh, fucking darn it.
And I'm sorry, this concept, this neurotypical concept, and I'm sorry, it's a neurotypical concept, is the most bizarre and insane to me. This idea, this one person is the voice of this generation, this group of people, that group of people. Why
I'm
do
sorry,
we?
but no.
You
No,
should
we.
You should be your own voice.
Yeah.
Own your life. Own yourself.
Yeah.
I'd never wanted anybody to speak for me.
If anyone speaks for me, they're dead. I don't want it.
They're going to have two problems. One is me, one is my mom. And if my brother comes along, they're going to have a third one. Let's see here. 7 L's. Like volcano worship. It's therapeutic to some.
I worship this volcano.
Oh God! One time, it was in an old. We're talking back in message board days.
Yeah.
Where I was just kind of hanging out. It was in one of the pagan rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to learn shit. So at the time, I was just sort of watching everything. And this Christian came in and started ambushing everyone, right? And then he started going off like, who do you serve? Who do you serve? And my favorite answer, oh my God, wherever you are, I freaking love you. He just types out, I serve my cat as is right and proper. And I love, like, yes! As you should.
I think I saw that, and I was in the message board going,
yes.
I serve the sharks. They are awesome. Screw you.
As you should. As is right and proper. His mommy served the Brahma cat. He's like, yes, she gives me pets. And crunchies. Aw, you say hi's to the peoples. He's like, you'll see my tail. I'm scared because there's rain.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I always thought that was hilarious. I enjoyed that. And that was my answer, as you should.
Mine is, I volunteer the sharks.
Exactly, Blue. Exactly.
What?
I say to each their own. If it works for you, go for it. But if, like God, I'd live out here in freaking church hell. But yeah, they can kiss my ass.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be funny if you dressed up like Morticia Adams when someone came to the door. That would be funny as hell, especially if it was a Bible thumper.
I feel the need to get a full and authentic nun costume and use my rosary and wear it around my neck and come to the door. What can I do for you, my son?
Do you know what I should do? Next time someone asks me what I believe in, I'm like, I believe in sharks. I worship sharks. Because at least they're real. Gosh, darn it.
And then it was one of my brother's favorites back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in God? Which one? There's a lot. I want him to say one time. Well, it's Thor's Day, so today we honor.
Thor.
Well, yeah. Well, let's see. Wednesday is for Odin.
Mm-hmm. Woden, yeah.
Yeah, Woden or Odin.
Friday
Thursday
is Frey.
is a Freya. Yeah, is a Freya. Yeah, so we have pagan gods as the days of our week. So,
People abuse me. But God, out here, you want to talk about some professional victims? Nobody does it like the Bible Belt. I see it every year. I'm like, you are the majority religion in this country, and yet you somehow manage to perpetuate that you're the victims of the government and everybody else, and everybody's trying to close down Christianity while you still hold the majority and a majority of the wealth in the country. I also might add.
yeah. While the Christian church hides child molesters.
And I'm sorry, but it's not just a Catholic church.
Well.
And it's religion that killed my grandfather. So,
And they'd be like, what do you mean? Who do you think runs schools like Agape, especially in the Bible Belt?
yeah.
Evangelical.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I went on this rant before, but can I go on it again for a second?
Yes, rent away.
Yep, ran away.
Okay. So, my grandfather, as we know, is dead. He died last month, right?
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother is religious, and she decided to believe a priest in not getting the vaccine and not letting my grandfather get vaccinated. So guess how he died?
COVID.
Yeah. Dementia and COVID.
I'm sorry, but if you're Catholic, why are you going to take the word of a priest over the Pope himself?
I don't know.
Because he said, get the vaccine. I know.
Yes, he did. Yes,
On
he
occasion.
did. I remember. Yes, he did.
So, if he's the ultimate authority for
Besides
Catholics,
Besides God.
if he is the representative, the prime minister, if you will,
Yeah.
on earth, why are you taking someone down to food chain's advice? Make it make sense.
There is no sense.
Yeah.
God, don't remind me. When they say this world's not built for people like us, they're not kidding.
No.
Like, honestly, people need to stop, and I've been told not to agree with my grandfather, as we all know, and I've been told that I'm not allowed to think that my grandfather was killed, so
Yeah.
Do you know how many different people, not inside my family, mind you, but how many people told me I needed to just get over my dad's death?
that's fucked up.
Like, that is my dad. I have two people that I've been the closest to in this world. My mom and my dad, to be quickly followed by my stepmother and my uncle.
Yeah.
Since I was a little girl.
Yeah.
Like, these people understood me without me having to even really do anything. They can tell something's wrong by just looking at me or hearing my voice.
Yeah.
And to have one of these people, and you know what he did for me. He got me out of that hell I was in when I was a child.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame my mom or my stepdad. But he got, so yeah. And to tell me, you just need to get over it. Here's the thing. What I found is you don't get over it.
No.
You learn to live with it, which is not the same thing.
Yeah.
And the Paul is awake. Hi, Paul. He says meow, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, so now he's really acting like a cat. I need milk.
That is so funny.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
100, Tiff. Okay, what's 100? What did I miss?
I don't know.
Be careful with me, folks. I'm still brain dead.
Wait, we're supposed to be alive?
Apparently, we're getting claimed again by the media, no less, that we're all getting paid by Johnny. Hey, Paul, did you see that paycheck? I never saw it.
I think the cat stole it.
If it was probably church.
I never got a paycheck. God damn it.
And by the way, I'm not talking about a church. I'm talking about the cat church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because
understand.
The
for Penn
church.
Cemetery.
Yeah.
All right. I blame Bill Hicks and George Carlin. I was brought up on old school Simpsons and Beavis and Butthead.
Huh.
That was my generation. And then South Park came out like just as I was getting towards the end of high school.
Hmm.
Yeah. All
New
right,
paycheck.
I gotta go. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Jim. We'll see
I
you
will
next time. Thank you.
Yep. I will
Bye.
talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Jenny, you got any paychecks?
No, none.
Right? We've been doing this for a few years now, and like, church could use some catnip.
I've been doing this since before they got divorced. And yet, no one has paid me nothing for it.
For all the people that they say are paying me, let's see here. They've told me Georgie Soros is paying me. Like, all kinds of crazy weirdness. I'm like, if all these people were actually paying me, you all really think I'd be here? Because me, my mom, my stepdad, my brother, and I, we wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
We would probably have a really freaking swanked out place out in the middle of nowhere with no people and only dogs and cats.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yep.
Maybe get some beachfront property for the sake of my mom. But, like, no, seriously? Like, Georgie Soros money? Really?
Right.
I'd be like, Johnny, like, this is my island. We're going to live here. We're going to have our cats and dogs. And if you're a normal person, get the hell off.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole new version of Get Off My Lawn.
And then you just see me walk on like, hey, I'm only here to party for a couple minutes and then I'm going to leave. God damn it.
You're like, but while I'm partying, who's a good dog?
Yeah. You just like see me like playing with the dog. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with
No, we get it.
her? Yeah.
This is why we have a princess dog.
You want to know something ridiculous? Okay, so when I was going to the trailer, right, I was walking my friend's dog because dogs, and my friend's dog wouldn't listen to my friend, but would listen to me while I'm walking it. I was like, you know those like stupid lawn bags where you put the leaves and sticks and all that in?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, if you don't pee on these fucking bags, I'll let you pee on any tree you want. The dog listened. It's a fucking Yorkie of all things.
Blue said I was sleeping on my mother's floor for a year and a half in a shelter being accused of being paid by Johnny. Right? Where are all my millions?
Right?
Start my own island society, all neurodiverse. Just saying. Cindy outside. Yes. We have the shotguns. I come from a family of veterans. What can I say? We've got shotguns, we've got our handhelds, and over here, because I live in the city, I have a lot of swords.
My grandfather was in, not the one that died, but the one that's still alive, was in the Air Force. I was in the Navy for a little while.
Everybody was Army. Grandpa Daniels was Army. My grandpa Ray was Army. My stepdad was Army. My brother was Army.
Mm-hmm.
And big part of why every time kill all men. Mm-hmm. Kill all men. Okay. Next time there's a war and there's a draft, it's your turn, girls. You want to sit there and complain? Go put your fatigues on and get on the bus. You're in the Army now. See how you do dropped in a combat zone.
Yeah.
I'm not talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You want to hear something ridiculous that I did when I got out of the Navy?
Go ahead.
All right. So, my friend had this hot tub, right? And this pool. So, the hot tub and pool were right beside each other, and it was fucking minus 30-degree weather, like Celsius, because, you know. And we had hot tub parties. I was dating a girl at the time. She was dating a guy at the time. Swimsuits did not stay on very long. Like, I promise you, nothing good happened.
I guess that would be depending on the point of view, wouldn't it?
Oh, it was good in the sense of, like, it felt good, but, like...
Now, the kind of the thing with veterans that all I've ever heard, work hard, play harder. That's
or screw hard. I went to screw hard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking because it was his 40th birthday, and back all those years ago when Fort Hood happened, my brother was there. He saw it happen. When the massacre took place, people were getting shot.
Of course they were.
And I didn't get off work. Like, I was coming back from a conference. I got in at finally about around 5 after being up even earlier than what I do now.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a hold of anybody.
Oh, gosh.
And here, I'm freaking out. I could have lost my brother. And these girls want to sit there and talk about kill all men.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us love the men in our lives. Some of us love our brothers, our fathers, our stepfathers, our grandparents.
I'm not going to talk about my family.
No, I gotcha. It's okay. Whatever. That's why it's open, chat. If you're comfortable, that's great. If you're not, that's fine too.
My family is a fuck show. I wish I was joking.
My whole state is. Oh, speaking of shit coming back from the freaking 80s and 70s, one of the school districts in my area has decided to bring back corporal punishment.
What?
Yeah! What? I know know this school. I used to compete against them during marching band season every year.
Your town needs help.
My entire state is messed.
Yeah, your state needs fucking help.
And then there's me. Send help.
Like,
How-
you're dishing on Canada, and like they're in then your state going, eh. We take a turn on turns.
Like, since we've brought back no abortion rights, let's bring back the rest of it. Like, great.
Like, what's that
Free.
right to say that they take a turn on turns? What's that a good analogy for all this shit?
I'm just saying. They have been fed laxatives and they're just kind of sticking their ass out and torpedoing. Spinning in a circle torpedo.
Can they do that on AH, please?
It's
Please.
like dealing with it's almost like dealing with a whole state of her in stereo.
Well.
And this is why I'm antisocial.
Well, Tiffany, do you know what the solution is at this point?
Become like my mom and stepdad, find your place out in the middle of nowhere and basically only come out just to get massive amounts of groceries that last you for the next several months.
I mean, sure. Or just shove a bunch of drugs up your ass and over. Sorry, I'm just trying to make someone laugh at my shit because there's too much shit in this world that is just bullshit.
Especially if you're disabled.
Yeah.
And what did we learn from Brittany and from Johnny? Doesn't matter if you're famous or not, there's no protection for us.
Yep.
Except whatever we're willing to provide for ourselves. This is why we're an insular community. And sure, we have the weird ones here and there. I'm autistic and I support Amber. How young are you?
Very.
Because most of us Jada's ass autistics who've been around the block a few times know for a matter of a fact that in spite what our diagnosis tells us that you can't trust people like that.
Yeah.
You can't trust people, period, without them first ordering it.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see something that I got up to last Monday?
Yes, go for it.
You're going to be like, what? I promise you. You're going to be like, what?
I'm here for it. It's been dark humor all day. Let's do it.
I'm not even dating her.
Almost kind of reminds me of the Danish girl at the Black Crowes concert.
Yeah, no. You want to hear the story on that one?
Go for it.
I've known this chick since my second high school I went to, and we have this pact that I am her life wife, but not her real wife. Anyone who marries her comes second to me.
Okay, that's kind of adorable.
Yeah. And she's engaged to this guy, and I keep reminding him, you heard her? You die. Because she's mine.
Yay! Welcome back, Blue.
So we took that picture, and I sent it to him, and I was like, so she's mine.
Oh, yeah, I saw what's been going on in the UK. I've been seeing that with jacking up of prices.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I've always considered Boris the UK version of Trump. Is that a fair assessment? I mean, they kind of look like each other. And then again, Boris didn't try an insurrection. Looking at Mr. Rogers. Well, that's a combination. Mr. Rogers and Lou Ferrigno. One of the original Hulks back from the 70s. The old Hulk show. Thank you. I was hoping so. Hi, Planet Q. So you're pulling double duty. Thank you. Thank you for coming by.
Hi, Shalana.
Trump light. It's a horrifying thought. It's all right, Blue. I don't look as bad as AH, but I am pushing 40. God. How many drugs do you have to do to look that bad in your later 30s?
Probably the worldwide amount plus more.
Because I'm literally a year older, or a couple years. I've one of the two. But I don't have all the weird lines or... God, she looks like she's in her 50s. She actually looks older than my mom. She does. But I guess some women take care of themselves, and once they get past a certain age, stop doing stupid shit to their bodies. And some women want to continue to pretend that they're still 20. And it just gets sadder every year that they get older. Oh my God. Some faces are built for those type of pronounced cheekbones. Some are not. My face is not built for that. So implanting cheekbones just makes you start looking like an alien. Don't compare them to children. They know better and can learn. I wonder some days. I really do. Looking at my niece's generation, just swallowing what the media says, hook, line, and sinker, and I'm wondering, okay, where did we go wrong? Because we Gen Xers are nihilists. Why are our kids just swallowing whatever the media tells them? Where did we drop the ball here?
Mm-hmm.
And some of these girl reporters that have been around since the 90s. Oh, misogyny. It's not misogyny just because it's an inconvenient fact, ladies.
Mm.
When the truth becomes misogyny, it's almost like if you support Depp and you breathe. And I know we talked about it on here, but you saw how they came after Britney, right?
Yeah.
And then they want to act like angels afterwards and be all supportive of Brittany again. Like, bitch, I saw you 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Not all of us have the attention span of 12-year-old.
But I do have a question though. Are we sure that Age is not an alien though? Are we sure about that?
I don't know. I don't know. Either that or, like, step away from the surgery. Stop. It doesn't look good.
No. And that too, and there's way too much Botox on her as well.
And she kept, like, I'll do my hair like he just mentioned. I'm like, you don't look like you used to when you wore your hair like that in the beginning.
Yeah.
At this point, it just looks pathetic and sad.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm going to say is a lot of these women, they could learn a lot from Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
She never got any of those surgeries. And she doesn't look weird. She looks great. And I just think about that because I'm hyped because Halloween Ends is coming out this year. And yes, I will be going to see it with bells on.
Bells.
It's sad but true. They teach you what to think, not how.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm not going to think your way of thinking. I'm going to think the way I want to think.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Blue. She, in the Halloween movies, she did True Lies. I'm sorry, I know it's campy, but I loved her in True Lies.
Mm-hmm.
She was with Arnold in that movie. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
No, Shapeshifter, this is not Truth or Dare. Hey, Miss Blue. Oh my god, they like freaking everywhere. Oh my gosh. But he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. And your evidence is he's a weird Peter, and you should accept that. Accept it. Why? Because in the UK said, and the evidence is freaking crickets. Every time. But why? Why do you support him? First of all, he's one of my own. I always back my own. Every time. And it doesn't matter who they are.
There's no evidence that she was abused. There's evidence that he was.
Just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
And like the rest of us was vilified for it.
And oh wait, you see that picture right there? Oh yeah. What's that on the table? Her bruise kit?
That perfectly stationed table. You ever seen people who've done drugs?
I've used to.
Their high asses is going to have a completely everything placed just so table.
No, of course not.
Nah, it's going to be messy as hell.
Mm-hmm. Bye, Shalana. Love ya.
And hell, mainly I've just been around a few pot smokers, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I will be the first one to say the only thing that Depp has ever abused is inanimate objects and a few bags of Doritos.
Wait, are we sure that he likes Doritos? I don't know.
I'm mainly making fun of his
the
Morton bag of Doritos.
Yeah.
Should we start a petition on the behalf of those poor Doritos?
Yes.
I kind of do just to be an ass.
Right?
Those poor Doritos didn't do nothing to anybody. They were just hanging out.
They were eating. Oh my God! Save Doritos.
Be like that dude on Disenchantment. Oh no.
The Doritos are gone. Who ate the Doritos?
Justice for Doritos.
When did Doritos' lives matter?
Doritos lives matter. Oh God. But this is the level of stupidity they have brought us to, just to like clear our minds of their stupid.
Yeah. Doritos' lives matter. God damn it.
Justice for his countertop. Welcome to being neurodiverse. We kick the shit out of our domiciles. We kill some inanimate objects. Let's see here. I have killed my TV. I have thrown a couch literally
We
into
need justice for the TV.
justice for the wall. Jeez. I've done that. I've never put anyone in a hospital before, though, AH. Right? Right? This is the level of stupid we're dealing with here. Oh, and let's not forget, we're supposed to forget all basic laws of physics when it comes to her. But just believe her. It happened. So you're telling me he can break the laws of physics? That he can do things that, according to most medical texts, are completely impossible. Seriously.
Oh, that one doctor that believed age is like, fuck. Impossible theory? Like, what the fuck?
And I'm supposed to swallow this bullshit and say, yeah, raw, go for her.
Nah.
Here's your sign.
Wait. Remember? Justice for the mic.
Oh my God.
You know, the one that he threw over his shoulder and started petting? Justice for the mic.
The one that, like, he pets on occasion like he's Gollum with the ring of power.
Yep.
If he ever did, just once, if I even heard it in low voice, my precious.
Oh my God. I would die.
Be like, yes, good.
Oh my God. I'm pretty sure your chat thinks that we're crazy.
Nah, we're all nuts. I got papers.
Oh boy. We're
Thank you. Thank you. We are literally in the modern world's version of she's a witch.
Burn the witch.
She turned me into the newt. I got better.
Oh God.
See, I'm a Monty Python fan. I watched that shit since I was like about 12 when my brother introduced me into it, and then I just started watching it on repeat at least once a year.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
And people are like, but stuff he says is weird. It's not weird. You're just American.
No, Dina was weird saying justice for the table.
I don't know. I used to say my old coffee maker was like a Vietnam vet. It had seen shit and things. By the time that it finally went kaput, I almost felt obligated to give it a Viking burial. Poor thing. It saw things.
Yeah. Wait,
So,
what
yeah.
was the other thing that he threw? Did he throw something else? I thought he did.
I have no idea.
Like, it wasn't at her, but like, justice for the paint that went onto that wall.
Or justice for the wall. We need justice for my wall and for his wall.
And that Australian wall and that Australian lantern.
Good God.
That house needs justice. Fuck.
I'm sorry, but on his side, justice for his poor sheets.
Yes. Wait. No, not justice for the sheets, because she has the sheets and the bed.
Ugh. Poor bed.
She owns
Not
the bed now.
That bed. Poor thing.
Yeah. Now, are we supposed to believe the rumors of AH and Eve Barlow being married?
And the sconce. Justice
Yes.
for the sconce.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't care. I've just watched Eve Barlow deteriorate since she started this relationship with AH to
She
making
looks like a crackhead now.
went from full coherent sentences put out there every once in a while to it getting obsessive, and it's becoming less and less legible by the minute. It wasn't that great. It wasn't exactly what I would call a good example of English literature, so to speak, beforehand. Like the run-on sentences has my English teacher grandmother probably rolling in her grave. But it was at least legible. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. There is something wrong there.
Yeah. Blue, I only mentioned it because I don't believe it at all. And I don't think it's a truthful rumor at all.
I don't think. Nah. Because
That's
if
why I
it
questioned
was, considering how much she rides the LGBTQ card into the ground, it would have been everywhere. She would have had press there. Both of them would have. It would have been a whole big affair.
But she doesn't want to admit that she's dating Eve at all.
I think it's more than that, Blue. I think it started out maybe as a savior complex, but it's deteriorated since then. Her behavior is becoming more and more erratic. And it's becoming more delusional.
Yep.
And I'm actually kind of concerned because it reminds me of an abused person, but that yet is still completely and utterly, irrevocably infatuated with their abuser.
Yeah.
To the point that they're still elevating them even while they deteriorate.
Yeah.
And on one hand, she tweets out some of the vilest stuff and just a bunch of nonsensical stuff, really. But on the other hand, like calling out saying those who support that who are women and don't believe AH are low self-esteem. No, honey. I like to think my self-esteem is even keeled. I don't think too much nor too little of myself. And it's not based on looks. I could care less. I never gave a damn. I care about my intelligence. I care about how I treat others. What legacy will I leave behind?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that actually matters. And if I'm doing at least somewhat good on that, I'm okay with who I am as a person. I don't need to be Marilyn Monroe or Greta Garbo.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to leave my footprint. And know I did some good.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just jealous of her looks and you just want in his pants.
No. I'm good, thank you.
You know, since she's delusional, you think if I told her my cat told me to do it?
She'll probably believe it because she thinks that movies are real.
It was all Brahma's idea. Tell him, Brahma. Say, it was all my idea. I said that Johnny was good peoples and that Mommy should look into it. It was my idea. It was
Hi,
all
Brahma.
me.
Hi, Brahma.
He's like, yes, it was. It was all my idea. I told him, Mommy. He said it didn't sound right. He's a smart kid. I hope no one can free someone like that, especially in that level of delusion.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people be that deep in delusion before, considering the communities I've worked with over the years. And you can't help them until they can actually see it for themselves. Until they can finally see where they are, who they're becoming, and what's actually happening to them.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, and I hate saying it, it's going to take a hell of a rude awakening. They do, like walking on eggshells. You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Some of the things she puts. The whole, my sushi is late. This is why we need a two-state solution while children are dying.
Yeah, that was going a little overboard.
But she cares for Israel. But you don't care about the kids that are laying dead near your doorstep.
And she only cares about men in Israel, but not men in U.S. Like, where's the common sense there?
Well, to quote Paul, common sense and critical thought has been done away with due to inflation.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be weird, but can I get 1,000 socks in the mail? I don't need to actually be free. I just need socks. Because mine always disappear. Just saying. Like, even if a bunch of stands did that as a joke, we're going to free you. Thank you for the socks.
That'll be free.
The cost of living crisis. Yeah, Gina saw that video. Yeah, sorry, Blue, but no. The mystery of the ever disappearing socks has been a thing since I've been an adult. I'll go from having 10 pairs of brand new socks I just got to none.
I wonder if your cats are taking them.
I don't think Brum is, because he'd always bring them underneath the couch. Yay! I need some. And then I'll buy another 10 set. And then I'll lose them. But I always manage to hold on to the cool, like, pajama slipper socks my mom always gets me.
Huh.
They usually have cats. All right, Aspie Chan. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Bye, Aspie Chan.
You ought to have 6 kids looking for a matching. My mom knows the struggle. But anyways, we're getting close to closing. We're about to hit that 2-hour mark anyways. So, to kind of even it all out, so we're still fighting Agape, and apparently I'm getting harassed. What else is new? Must be Tuesday. We've also got Johnny up there in the spacesuit, even as a hologram. Pissing off people.
Yep.
Yeah. Salute. Doing what every single other neurodiverse person wished they could do to the rest of the planet.
And we got justice for the cupboards.
And the Doritos. we listened to poor Brittany and the hell she was put through. Do want to speak on that real quick. Everybody's like, but she keeps taking those pictures and she needs to cover up. So, about that.
Yeah, someone in your chat said that too.
And I know not everybody understands it. But having worked in the field that I have, I get it. It's a part of reclaiming herself. Her daddy was parading her out there in next to nothing, forcing her to work and wear that shit against her will. She now gets to show herself as she wants to do it. It's a reclaiming of herself and her body. Okay? Every time I see people freak out, is she well? Is she well? You don't do that shit to the other starlets when they go posing for Playboy, but just because she had a label slapped on her, which she didn't even deserve to have slapped on her in the first place. She was not properly diagnosed. She was not taken to someone who actually knew how to use a DSM-5.
Yep.
It's about reclaiming yourself. She was sold and bartered and used as a bank for her body, her looks, all of it. She's just reclaiming herself. Leave it alone. If you don't like it, don't go to her Instagram.
I think her Instagram is deactivated anyways.
That's always been my point. Would I do it? Probably not, but I understand it.
Yeah, her account is deactivated. She's not on Instagram right now.
I did see her on Twitter for a moment.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just wanted to say my piece on that because that's been pissing me off. All right. So we've covered that, and Jamie Lynn being a lying piece of conniving piece of trash. And let's see here. We've gone a little bit over Manson, and we went over Agape. So that pretty much covers it, folks. So leave with this. We won. He's still winning. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. It's beautiful.
He won. Stay mad. Don't give a shit.
By the way, eventually as advocates, we're also going to win and bring JRC down, Agape down, and then all the rest of you are going to be next.
Yep.
All right. Exactly. Stay salty.
Yep.
DSM-5 has a lot of problems. Yes, but it is the main diagnostic tool. If folks are not even using it like AH's psychiatrist and then trying to say, but she actually has PTSD, yeah.
Yeah, where's the proof in that?
They're children. They don't have brains to understand. True. All right, folks. It's been fun. We've gone on over some heavy stuff. We've had some laughs. Don't forget, on your way out, justice for Doritos and the couches and the couches and the walls.
And the cupboards and the mics.
For all inanimate objects who take abuse everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, folks. As always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. We will see you next Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.